You don't think I have a cookie right under there? You don't think I have a cookie right under my camera? I do have a cookie right under my camera. You think I don't have a cookie? I got a cookie! I'm eating a cookie because I'm fat! Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dick back here? Hail to the Stinkskins! Hail, Eagles victory! Hail to the Stinkskins! Your coach is involved in ding battery. Why wouldn't you test a new corner? Why wouldn't you test a new corner? When the starter goes out, you test a new corner. You dope! You stink! Your song stinks, the team stinks, and Doug Peterson Corleone backhanded Jay Gruden all over the field in front of the world. Eagles win. Okay, I had to get that out of my system. I had to get it out of my system. It's out of my system. Once again, I prove why I have the crown King Dingbat. Now, I want to talk about this game. Now, the Eagles finally snapped a 5-game losing streak to the Redskins. They went out game 1 in a game that I think really was as close to a must-win in week 1 that you can get. Based upon their schedule, based upon so many new faces and my belief that they would struggle early, I think we needed this win and we got it. And the way I thought it would be sloppy and the way that I thought that the chemistry wouldn't be there right away is exactly what happened. I mean, Alshon only had 3 catches. Torrey Smith only had 1 catch. That's because these guys haven't played together enough. So don't worry, don't panic yet, but give them time to build that chemistry because it's going to take time. And that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Now, the Eagles win, and that's the main thing. That's the most important thing. Now, this doesn't mean they're winning the Super Bowl or the division or even against the Chiefs. It doesn't mean any of it. It just means that they won the first game and they snapped the losing streak to a division opponent. And that's a good thing. And they won a road division game. And that's a good thing. It's a good start. But we got a long way to go. We got a long way to go. And things in the NFL can change on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. Look at the Cardinals. They just lost their running back, David Johnson, for, I think, 12 weeks. So we're not going to have to deal with him now. That changes that whole game. So things change quickly. And the Eagles have an opportunity when you get a win to build on it. So next week, we'll deal with next week. Later, I want to talk more about my likes and my dislikes in this game and going forward. Obviously, I don't like that Darby got hurt. I'm thankful that it's only 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, I've never been so thankful a guy's out 4 to 6 weeks in my life, but I thought he was going to be done for the year. So we'll take it. Peters, he's hurt again. Now, if we're going to deal with this all year with his nagging injuries at 35, then I don't think it was the right move to bring him back. Like I've said earlier in the offseason, that 35-year-old left tackle it's very hard to keep them healthy. It just is. They break down at that age. So that's a big concern. I don't like that. The kicker, I don't know who the hell our kicker is going to be, but we need a kicker. Sturgis is hurt. So these are concerns. Injuries are definitely a concern. Another concern I have is the coach play calling on the offense. The offensive play calling is very easy to figure out what they're doing. You can tell by the way Carson lines up, how far his shotgun is, how many steps he's taken back from the running back. There's certain things you can diagnose where they're going with the ball. And if I can do it and you can do it, then coaches around the league are going to do it. So the Eagles have to get more, hide their formations, hide their play calling a little better, mix it up a little better, that kind of thing. It was nice to see them go vertical, but they got to be a little more, they got to disguise their stuff a little more because it's easy to see. Okay, that's my concern too. Now, those are my main concerns. I'm concerned about the offensive line. I don't think the offensive line played good at preseason. I don't think it's played good in the first game. So we need to get that going, and we need to get that fixed too. Those things are the things that I'm most worried about right now. A lot of good things. The reason we beat the Redskins was Carson Wentz's ability to make nothing into something. Very few guys in this league can do that. Russell Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, maybe a few other guys. He can do that, and that is huge. And it covers up some of the weak play calling by Doug Peterson, in my opinion. So that, combined with the defense, especially that defensive line and that front four, is the reason the Eagles won. They were awesome. They were awesome. And I got to give tons of credit to Brandon Graham because he came up big in a big moment. Anybody that tells you that sacks don't matter as much as pressure, I'm sorry. That proved to you why it does, because he ended the game. It ended the game. And Brandon Graham deserves tons of credit. Fletcher Cox, tons of credit. Jernigan, tons of credit. Those guys had one hell of a game. Even Jordan Hicks had a hell of a game. I thought Jalen Mills had a hell of a game. Great game by Jalen Mills. So the defense, I'm very happy. Schwartz, he did a great job with the defense, getting them ready to play. And them combined with Carson's ability to make, to make nothing into something is why the Eagles are 1-0. So going forward, we have to build upon that. Did Carson miss some throws? Yeah, he missed some throws. Is he going to make some mistakes? Yeah. That screen pass to Aguilar should never have been thrown. It was a stupid play call. Those wide receiver screens gotta stop. They're horrible. They're horrible. But he'll make mistakes. He's young. He's only a second-year quarterback. And he's got to learn how to grow. He's got to go through this. So I don't worry too much about the high throws or the missed opportunities. Those will come. And when the chemistry builds with Alshon and Torrey, they'll be okay too. So pretty much overall, the defense to me was very impressive. Carson Wentz was very impressive. I also want to see the Eagles run better. I don't think they ran good enough. And it seemed like every time Blunt got like 4, 5, or 6 yards, they took him out of the game. I'd like to see them run him a little more. And Smallwood only had 4 carries. I'd like to see him get some more carries. So if these things can happen going forward, I think we'll continue to be tough. And I think we'll continue, to be in games. Now, we got Kansas City next week. It's going to be a hard game. We'll talk about that later in the week. I still want to enjoy this victory today, at least for another day. And then we'll focus on the Chiefs. With that said, I hope everybody has a good day. Take care. And don't be a dingbat.